Hello, welcome to 6 months on testosterone. That is half a year. That's my excited dad dance featuring my pride flag. I have to fold it in half, otherwise it doesn't fit there. So sorry to half the flag that I'm neglecting, and a tissue box, and my dog is over there, as always. Um, yeah, very exciting month. There have definitely been some months where it's like, what do I talk about here? Nothing has actually happened. But this month is very much not that case. I did make my video 2 weeks ago saying that I had just gone up to two pumps because I wanted to kind of measure up whether things change significantly faster. I would say they definitely have. It has just like, I've just kind of, it's very obvious that I've just kind of doubled the speed at which things happen, or at least that's my personal experience of it. It has just felt like my voice is lowering faster. But I will say, even before that, in the first 2 weeks of, I suppose, the sixth month, no, the fifth month, a month ago, I did start to notice body hair increasing, which is really cool. It's quite interesting because I initially felt kind of uncertain about whether I wanted changes like that. It was kind of one of the things where I was kind of considering finasteride, and I was like, maybe I could do that and it would prevent it, and I might be happier not having those kinds of changes. But it's turned out to be super duper euphoric for me, so that's really cool and unexpected. But it makes things easy and simple because I just get to celebrate all the changes. So you can't see on here. You can't really see, and I am not going to spend ages trying to record my like still pretty discreet leg hair. But all of my leg hair used to be like completely blonde. There were maybe a few dark brown ones, but like very few. And now, although I'm not really able to capture it on camera, I do have quite a few longer, darker hairs. And especially around my ankles. My ankles are looking hairy. And I've definitely just noticed like darker brown hairs coming in other places as well. Like I've got some below my belly button. They're quite subtle. I think maybe like a few on my arms. Like they're just, it's like the hairs I already have are just like darkening. But not all of them. Like I still have loads of super duper blonde hairs on my arm that you can't even see on the camera at all because they're so blonde. But yeah, that's been really, really interesting. And another thing I've definitely noticed is like, I don't think you're going to be able to see it. Probably not. And I've also like shaved it off because it looked really awkward. But these hairs above here just like getting darker, and looking like I have a tiny like like a really awkward baby moustache, which at first I was like, oh my goodness. And I'm now like really excited about it, and every time I look in the mirror I'm like, oh, do I have any baby hairs? But unfortunately at the moment it doesn't exactly look good. So I will probably just shave that until it's like more sophisticated, and it's only like it's like particularly getting and under there a little bit. I can't seem to see anything around this area. So we will see what happens with that, but it's beginning. It is beginning. My voice definitely, I mean, you'll be able to tell just listening to the videos, but I would definitely say like my lower range is increasing. Just like my natural speaking voice is definitely lowering in pitch. It just feels comfortable, it feels natural. I don't have to like think so much about trying to sound masculine, which is just everything I wanted. Well, a big part of what I wanted, definitely, because I had such a high voice before that it was like, hello, and then people would instantly call me a woman, and I was like, dysphoria, crying in dysphoria, yes. But yeah, I'm much more, I don't know, it's difficult to say like percentage wise, but I would say definitely if I intentionally lower my larynx, and I kind of consciously speak in a masculine way, air quotes, then I can pass. as a guy, I think at a pinch, I might have actually talked about this in my last video. I think I maybe did, but it's still, it's still quite 50-50, and I do have to still put some effort into it. But this is like naturally where I'm at, and it's really really cool. I am finding that with people who like still see me as a woman, I by default like still talk higher, and it's quite hard to kick that habit because it's, I suppose, like some anxiety around like fitting in and meeting people's expectations and things like that. And as a bit of a people pleaser, that is quite hard to kick, but I'm working on it. But yeah, feeling super duper euphoric. I was somebody who previously had periods that would often make me throw up due to pain. They were terrible. I would miss work. Last 3 months, I have not even had to take painkillers since going up to 2 pumps. Well, I've only had one period in that time, but it was shorter, it was very light, it was a breeze, it was lovely. I'd rather not have it at all, but I am where I am. In terms of, sorry, thing in my eye or something, don't know. In terms of like going forwards, I really want to stay on 2 pumps, but the cost of my private prescription is expensive. I'm getting it through Clear Chemist with Gender GP, and it's including delivery. It's like 56 quid for one bottle, which is just terrifyingly expensive. I think the bottle is like 47 pounds or something, but they charge like 7.50 for delivery because of it being a private prescription. You can't actually get that delivery off, even if you're spending over the free shipping amount, which is a bit frustrating. I've spent a lot of time trying to work out how I can reduce my costs because I am trying to study counselling and I'm moving on to level 4. It's about to get very, very expensive. But yeah, for that reason, I might be going back down to 1 pump after I've finished my current bottle because it's just so expensive trying to afford 2. But you know, I'm hoping I'll still see progress. It'll just be slower, but I'm just enjoying enjoying being on 2 pumps for now. And yeah, onwards and upwards, feeling very good. I think I briefly mentioned before, my consultation for top surgery is now booked in for November the 1st. It's just online, which is nice. Don't have to pay for travelling. And I've already sent the pictures, which was dead awkward. Or just one, actually, but still dead awkward. But I think better than having to deal with that, like, on an online video call. So, but yes, I'm hoping that'll be around, the actual appointment surgery will be around, like, April, May, June time. But it is a little bit dependent on how fast I can save up because, as I say, I'm going to have a lot of expenses with studying counselling and having dog and things like that. So yeah, I think that's all. All is good. I'm very excited to see what the future brings. Bye bye.